I will never apologize for trying to keep my family together. Except you couldn't protect the family company, Clarice. Which is why we're working together in the first place. I can't even believe this is happening. Us being together like this. I never thought this would ever happen again. Honestly, I had my doubts. But I never lost hope that we'd find our way back to each other, Isabel. Let me make it clear to you that I don't want to see Keith again at all. All I want to do is make sure that justice is served. Proper justice. There aren't enough people who will testify against him, Vanessa. Enough testimonies to keep that weirdo in prison for the rest of his life. I'm not worried that he'll make parole. What worries me is that Keith will keep on living while Ulysses not here. Why do I feel like Vivian is the reason for your bad mood today, Shirley? Get out of my face, Vivian. This is how you treat your only stepdaughter on Easter weekend? You will never be considered as a daughter of mine. That's your loss. But I'm here to discuss business with you, Clarice. I'm aware that you and Alan are cooking up some scheme against me. Now's your chance to lay it all out. Looks like you've got a lot on your mind, Vanessa. It's just that enjoying our Good Friday meal as a family, Ulysses should be here, Mom. By now, her fight against her eating disorder would have gotten better to the point where she could have joined us today. I really wish she was still here. It's important that you mark the date. I don't want any interruptions when I speak with ADA Grant in my office. What's going on? Mom has something to tell us, Pacho. It must be serious. It is. Nichelle, Pacho, I don't want either of you to be surprised by the time Keith Burke is sentenced. You're beginning to worry me, Mom. Don't be. I'll get to the point. Isidore will be standing by our side. Why do we need him, Ma? You might not need him, Pacho, but I do. Isidore and we're seeing each other. I hate how I can't enjoy Good Friday in peace, Isaac. It bothers me that Vivian won't even show up and doesn't plan to attend church this Easter. Sunday hasn't arrived yet, Shirley. We can still pray that Vivian can change her mind so that she can join us at church. At this point, I've been praying to the Lord with tear-filled eyes when it comes to that girl. Being CEO of Russo Jewelers has kept Vivian from her family. Do you think she's not willing to be around us since you refused to attend her Russo Jewelers event next month? I don't know what Lorenzo told you, girl, but there is no scheme. How sad. I thought you'd know by now that you can't fool me, lady. You might as well tell me what you and that grandson of yours are planning before you both embarrass yourselves. Let me make something clear to you. I have lived in this house long before you or your mother were even thought of. I will not allow you to mock me, not on this holy weekend. Here we go again. You acting holier than thou when you treat my mama and I as nothing more than gum that needs to be scraped off of your bougie shoes. Since Ulysses received God's gift of salvation, she's now fully healed in the presence of Jesus, celebrating her first Easter in heaven. And I'm happy for her, Mom. She's experiencing true joy now and for all of eternity. But that doesn't make you miss Ulysses any less. It hasn't even been a year since her life was taken, and I miss her more each day, which makes me so eager to see Keith executed for taking my best friend from me. You've got to be kidding me. How long have you been seeing Isidore Russo, Mom? For quite some time. The two of us wanted to see where our relationship would go before we said anything to anyone. Can you honestly say that this thing you've got with Isidore would actually last or even go anywhere? I wouldn't have said anything to either of you if I felt like it wasn't a possibility. A possibility? Ma, have you forgotten how Isidore tried to take Theodosius' palace away from us? Isaac, you already know that I will never support the fact that Vivian is in charge of that company. As for her behavior over my stance, it's hurtful. And you know that I never ask you to go against your convictions, Shirley. But you want me to put something in consideration. Maybe you can meet your daughter halfway. How would it truly hurt if you actually attend this event which Vivian is hosting? Your whore of a mother had no respect for the vows Lorenzo and I made, seducing my husband to defile my marriage. As if my mama is some witch who put a spell on that man. Lorenzo was more than capable of keeping his hands to himself, Clarice. Like I said, don't try to act like a good Catholic woman when you refuse to forgive my mama. In fact, I'm sure that you were eager for my mama and I to head straight to purgatory when my sanctified Baptist mama found peace in God's forgiveness. Because you and that slut who brought you into this world deserve to be in purgatory. And you deserve to go straight to hell for the sins you've committed after you found out Lorenzo got my mama pregnant. Till that day comes, I'll make sure to make your life hell on earth. Since you're up there in age, it won't be very long. If you lay one finger on my daughter, then you'll regret it for the rest of your days, Clarice. I understand your frustration, Vanessa. Keith deserves to lose his life for taking Ulysses' life. In fact, he deserves a life separate from God for all eternity. Please don't try to tell me that I shouldn't wish hell on him and that I shouldn't focus on revenge. My main concern is getting justice for Ulysses. Everyone wants justice, Vanessa. And though Keith deserves punishment, our Savior gave his life on the cross for scum like Keith as well. Can you try to remember that today and at least consider finding some sort of way to forgive him, even after he's sentenced? Our hotel is not something Isidore is interested in going after. How are you so sure, Ma? Just leave it, Pacho. Can you give our mother some credit? She's a grown woman who knows exactly what she's doing. And everyone in this room knows what Isidore Russo is capable of, which also means that everything he does has an agenda. I have known that man longer than either of you. By now, I'd know whenever he'd have an agenda or not. Are you saying that because you don't want to believe that the man you first loved is up to no good? Are you serious? Attending that event will only make Vivian think I finally supported her position at Russo Jewelers. From what I understand, the event is only focused on showcasing new jewelry designs of the employees at this company. It might be something you'd like to see. Alright, I can see where you're coming from, but I still don't know if I should go. Vivian has made it clear that she wants to taste everything that the world has to offer. As her mother, just try to keep her as close as you can so that you can remind her that Jesus offers her everything she needs. I now understand why Shirley was terrified of staying in Valley Park the moment she discovered that she was pregnant. Don't you dare try to paint me as a goblin, Lorenzo. Your little spawn here pushed me to it. And this Disney villain you married tried pushing my buttons. Clarice, you know that Vivian isn't going anywhere. If that is truly the case, Lorenzo, then this family will fall and never get back up again. Are you okay? You came in at the right time, Lorenzo. I don't know why Clarice ain't thank you, because if she were to hit me, then she would have been knocked to the ground right after. It would be easier to forgive Keith if the judge gives him the right sentence. And what if Keith doesn't get the sentence you want, Vanessa? Besides, forgiving someone usually isn't easy, no matter what they've done. Mom, you know how much Keith has hurt me. Scratch that, he terrorized me in the worst way imaginable. Not only did he stalk me for months, and most of the time without my knowledge, but took Ulysses' life and wounded Max right in front of my eyes. On top of that, he was about to take my life because I refused to accept his sick form of his so-called love for me. I know, baby. Most of all, God knows, but his word does not change. Forgiving Keith will keep you in right fellowship with the Lord. Letting go of that bitterness will free you. I want to make it clear that you never have to like him or even forget all that Keith has done, but don't let that boy control you for the rest of your life with this anger that he has consumed you with for months. Pacho, Mom isn't asking for our permission. Exactly. Your permission isn't anything that I need. Being with Isidore is my choice. I can't argue with you there, Ma. But I want to make this very clear. If that man hurts you one more time, I will make sure that he regrets the day he ever laid eyes on you.